Hello, friends. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Welcome. Happy Thursday, April 30th. It is officially the last day of April, and I will do my standard spiel, which is, sorry, my hair is bothering me today. If you are watching this on the YouTube, then it is not live. It is a previously recorded video from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Thursday, April 30th. So, hello, Julie. Hi, friend. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. Yay. First of all, I want to thank you all so much for all of your fantastic responses to my Instagram questionnaire, if you will, idea brainstorming situation. That was really awesome. So, I have a ton of ideas. You guys are great. So hopefully that will come to fruition here soon. I also came up with an idea myself this morning. That's what I'm sort of working on over here underneath where you can't see. It is kind of like overcast and a little chilly out. It definitely could be warmer, but it also could be colder. So, I don't mean to touch my hair so much, but okay. Yesterday was super fun for any of you that were watching yesterday or have watched the YouTube yesterday. We had such a good time, at least I did. And it was cool. It was a really good, back and forth interaction, which I thoroughly enjoyed. So, and yes, it is typical April weather. That is so true. So I want to go through, finish up my whips from my whip box, and then I can take my whip box and put it away, for now. And yeah, that's, Roseanne says lots of info, good stuff yesterday, and I thought so too. So, I am fully aware that, I wear a lot of different hats and things, and I say that all the time, so you guys are probably sick and tired of hearing me say that, but, I do a lot in the needlework industry, and, I am happy to share that knowledge with all of you. I thought, Stephanie, about you teaching us how to stitch on 25 count / 40 count, etc. Is that possible? I love to be shown how to do that. So those kind of things are difficult to do on Instagram. I'm not opposed to doing it. It just logistically is difficult. I'm going to try and look into a better setup to do those kind of things. But I do have a Stitch With Me video on, YouTube on, I did it back in November, December, late November. I put it up when we were at Kia's for Thanksgiving. And I talk about railroading and stitching on, just generally stitching. And that was on 32 count linen. So, if you're interested in that, you can check that out. There's a ton of tutorials out there. But again, I'm going to look into logistically how to, cause I the number one priority of me doing Instagram lives is so as narcissistic as it sounds. So you can see my face and I can read your comments and you can see my reactions and we can have this dialogue and like all of that. And that is my top priority. So I don't want to put that above anything else. And so doing a like tutorial on how to stitch, there's no way that you can see my face and me stitching. So I just need to figure that out in the free time that I have. So bear with me, we'll get there. Okay, so what I did this morning is kind of a little tease for tomorrow, unless we get to it today, but I don't think we will. But is that I was up in my room getting dressed and all. Thank you, Julie. When I was getting dressed, I was like thinking about all the wonderful ideas all of you sent to me yesterday and today as well. And I was just like, this is so cool. And, you guys have really great ideas and I love that. As I was just like sitting in my room, like daydreaming like an idiot, I looked around on my walls and, there was a time where I did not stitch, right? So, however, even ever since I was little, my mom has stitched, like, always. And I've always, like, when I was a kid and as I grew up and when I was a young adult and all of that, I, like, just admired the work that she did. And I was like, that's amazing. Like, you're super talented. And I would ask her to stitch stuff for me. And then it just got to the point where she would just stitch things for me. Just 'cause. And so over the years, I've received some incredibly beautiful gifts from Pam. And this is before I started stitching. And so I have a pile of them here. And to share with you all, because it's been a while, so, since Pam has stitched a gift for me, just because I started stitching, so yeah. Hello, Liz. Hi, Liz Matthews in the house. And so that, I will probably show those tomorrow, so I thought that would be fun. So yeah. So, let's get through the rest of my whip bucket. A lot of these are my larger projects. Before I start this, somebody asked what this was. This is At Our House by Lizzie Kate. It originally came as a kit, but that was when Lizzie Kate was not retired. So, now she's retired, and that is available on 123 Stitch, I believe. So when Lizzie Kate retired, a lot of people were like freaking out and bought a bunch of her stuff, myself included, because I didn't want to pay like black market prices for all of her stuff. And so, that was one of them. So, yeah. And then, maybe it was like not even a year later, she sold her reproduction rights to 123 Stitch, and now the majority of her designs are available on 123 Stitch. So you can go get those. So yeah, At Our House by Lizzie Kate. Do you remember the book we used to read with all the hats? I don't remember if it was Dr. Seuss or something similar. Oh, that's super, super cute. So she said someone should design a all the hats pattern. Think hat stack. This could be Steph's. I like that idea. Okay, I'm going to start with this one. This is in this really cool, really, really unique bag. And this is actually a t-shirt. This was given to me at StitchCon last year. And I'm obsessed with this bag. It's so cool. This is a Mountain Dew t-shirt that some really amazing person that I am a terrible human for not remembering who it was. I want to say it was Suchimino, but I call her Susimino. But I think that's who it was. But I'm not. Hello, Dominic. And she said that it was an actual pain in the butt to sew this because it's that, like, really soft t-shirt. And so, yeah, she was like, it's really hard. And I'm like, I'm really sorry. And then the zipper pull says, difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Love it. And then, so inside here, and okay, for those of you who are like, don't ever leave your projects on a key snap overnight. Do not come at me. Do not come at me. You're not allowed to come at me. I'm going to be mad if you come at me. I know that I probably should have taken this out of the Q-snap. I don't know how long it's been in this Q-snap. Don't judge me. Okay. So, in this bag is Happy Halloween by Satsuma Street. I love this chart. It's really pretty. The bright colors, all the things. Hello, Darla. And it's been on this Q-snap for I don't know how long. Do not judge me, like I said. Thank you. But I need to take one of the sides off so you can see it. And this is on 32 count vintage smoky white, I think it is. And I should just, like, shut up and finish this already, but and yeah, I loosened the sides, so the sides are loose, but I love this. Is if you guys are familiar with like vintage country mocha, then this is like the white version of that. There's like a gray vintage smoky, vintage something that's like a gray darker version. I'm doing an absolutely horrible job of explaining that. However, there's a tan, which is the country mocha, then there's the white, which is the smoky, I don't know. There's a white and then there's a gray. Wow. And I knew that someone was going to mention my Q-snaps. So, thank you, Vintage Stormy Night. There it is. Thank you, Melissa, coming in clutch. So, these are Q-snap clamps. This is the kaleidoscope version. And then this is something else. I don't remember what this is called. But I know that they're not made anymore. So, I'm really sorry about that. I don't know why, but I think that honestly, words, I think manufacturing these is more expensive, because a regular package of replacement clamps, a regular white set of replacement clamps retails for like $4, $4.50. Like, they're not that expensive. But these, like a set of 2 of these was like $15 or something stupid. So I think that they were just too expensive to produce. And so that's why they were, that would be my assumption, I think. So yeah, so I love this so much. Okay. Steph, would you still stitch this on smoky white, or would you pick a PTP under the sea seraphim model fabric now? Nope, I would 100% still stitch this on this fabric. The biggest reason that I wanted to stitch it on the white is because the colors are so bold. And there's like a lot going on in this chart, as you could probably tell. And I wanted the colors to really pop. And truth be told, I would either stitch it on this fabric or I would stitch it on 32 count white Dublin. Just have the colors pop. But, like, because even, I know that you can't really tell, but there is, like, a little bit of kind of, like, modeling. Like, just very, very slight. And so there are actually, like, areas of, so, if you look at that ghost right there, that ghost, He looks bright white, doesn't he? Yep, looks very bright. Well, he's not bright white on mine because of the fabric. So, I'm not going to stitch the white. Heck no. No, ma'am. No ham, no turkey. But, yes. So anyway. So yeah, that's a good question. Okay. Hi, Jessie Marie. Oh. Could you wrap a Q-snap with vinyl to change the look? Probably. I am not like, I think you're talking like a vinyl decal situation. I'm not, you probably could. It's not a bad idea, but I don't really know anything about, a lot about vinyl, but yeah, I would think so. And you can't get the rubber stuff to work on your Q-snaps. So, let's have a tutorial, shall we? Now, there's a lot of different methods to putting your project on the Q-snap. Okay, so this is the edge of my Q-snap. This is my extra fabric that it comes out to here. You can see that I folded it down and then I fold it over the Q-snap. Because I would rather fold it underneath the Q-snap clamp than have it hang out. So, then you just have that. So I don't know if you can tell, but the fabric is over the Q-snap. And then this is the shelf liner that you buy at like Walmart or whatever. And you just cut it into strips like this. This one's probably a little thin. Like, it probably could be a little bit wider is what I'm saying. Like this way. But anyway. And from the front. So from the front. And then I'll show you. And then you just place that over. And like as I'm doing that, I'm pulling the fabric tight around it. So you can see it's tight. Yeah, and some shelf liner is thick, and it can crack your Q-snap, so your Q-snap clamp, so you might want to go with a thinner version. Or you can use the thick stuff and only put like one layer of fabric in between. So there's that option too. Okay. So put this on here like this. And then I take my Q-snap clamp. And I'm holding the shelf liner like that. And then I put the Q-snap clamp. And then just like that. And then I twist out. And now it's on. And now it's on. Yeah. Felt does work also. Great idea. Felt does work. I've never personally used felt because we've always had the clamps, but I've seen a ton of people do that. I've also used paper towels, and that works too, believe it or not. And yeah, a new Q-snap, especially will crack, and you don't want that. You can also tighten up your Q-snap clamps by running them through the dishwasher. I've heard a ton of people say that. It has not worked for me, but I have heard a ton of people say that, so it's at least worth trying. And then, so people say that you should slide your Q-snap clamp off. I'm the worst at that, and especially if you have shelf liner underneath, it's hard to slide it. So I just pop it off like that, and then so I'll just do it again on the top, so just so you can see it. Extra fabric, and then I always fold it down, so that will help keep the Q-snap clamp tight too if you have, like, obviously multiple layers of fabric. I mean, you don't want to put, like, 6 layers of fabric because then your Q-snap clamp will crack. But, and then liner, put the liner on, Q-snap clamp, like that, just like that, and twist out. Yay. Okay, let me go back up and raise my hand. Okay. I have found that the off-brand Q-snaps are what I have a problem with. Yeah, I do not recommend off-brand Q-snaps, period. Yeah, because, I don't know about you, but at least for me, because there's 2 stitchers, and we have a lot of projects, and we have a lot of different sizes of Q-snaps, when the Q-snaps are not being used, they're in their location. There's, like, we have a place where we keep all our Q-snaps. Anyway, so if I'm going and, like, trying to put different sizes together, off-brand Q-snaps do not work with with Q-snap brands. So you can't put, like, one side off-brand and another side of Q-snap brand. They have to be the same. And believe me, I learned that the hard way when I got a off-brand Q-snap leg literally stuck in, like, would not come apart. It was the worst. It was literally the worst. So, I don't recommend doing that. But if that's all you have is off-brand Q-snaps, then that's fine. But, shelf liner works great on those too. And that's a good point, Tony. So Tony said that the dishwasher method did not work for her either. Amen. She said, I'm a slider, much to Barbara's, I don't know what that word is. Chagrin? Is that a word? I mean, it's a word. What does that mean? Dismay? Okay. Chagrin. I like that word. I have, in the past, I have literally slid my Q-snap clamp off to get it off, and the corner has hit the corner of the fabric and has, like, pulled threads or torn threads. So that is why I don't slide my Q-snaps. Also, it's hard to do with shelf liner on the dead too. Okay, you guys are so welcome. Yeah. My dishwasher must have a shrink setting just like my clothes dryer. Oh, that's funny. Let me start. If a clamp is hard to take off, try putting a ribbon or tarn under the clamp. Used to pull off. That is a great suggestion, Corgi Stitcher. Love that. Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading all the comments. I have off-brands only because they are locally available. Off-brands can only work with its brand. Yes, that's true. Okay, cool. And yes, Keepsakes does sell the actual Q-snaps. That's all. We don't sell any off-brands. And hello, Tiffany, new Stitcher. You're welcome. Okay. So that is Happy Halloween. And Liz Matthews, your flosser just went live. Just saying. Add it to my watch list. Team Jessie Marie. Hashtag Team Slide. I cracked a nail deep once by trying to pop them off. Ow! Ow. That sounds very painful. I'm very sorry that you went through that. Oh, oh. Okay. Next is in this. It was a bag of the month from So Much to Love. This was obviously the October bag. I think this might have been the first bag of the month that we ever got from Karen. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Because, yeah, we started in October, so that would make sense. And then in the bag of the month came this really cute thread holder, and I just added it to the zipper. So. And in this bag is a older Mania project. Oh yeah. I love the inside fabric. And I love this chevron. I think I started this. I have no idea what year I started this. Maybe 2018, maybe 2019. I don't know. Yeah, 2018. 2018. Yeah, my first Mania. So this is called On Halloween Night by Kit and Bixby. And it reads, on Halloween night, this old house comes alive to scare little cats who just want to survive. And I love, everything about this. Everything. And I am stitching mine on 32 count linen from Under the Sea Fabrics in London Fog. And if there's anyone out there who is searching for a really good gray fabric, I highly recommend London Fog. And per usual, I have to unfold the folds, because God bless you, Pam. Bless you, Pam. Okay. And the chart is still available to my knowledge. Just, yeah. Lisa Crutcher said, bless you. Just saying. That chart was by, so did Debbie Fox 7, so did Leslie Deachin. I probably say that wrong, sorry. So did Glass Quilt, so did M. Drowley. M.L. Geiger said, Gesundheit. So, got in multiple. Jilly Beans XS says, bless you, Pam. She's all the blessings today. So that is how much I have. And, oh, that's so funny. Oh, got it. Gesundheit. You got another Gesundheit. And so, does that cat not have a head? Wow. Oh, that's because it's the top of it. Wow. Oh. Okay, Justin Marie said, I'm not going to be able to say this correctly, so please don't be mad at me, Justin Marie. Salud Y, which I don't, it's Spanish, I think. Dinero, Pam. Okay, whatever. There you go. So I've stitched on this 2 whole days since I started it. This chart is called Halloween Night by Kit and Bixby. And Kit and Bixby. Kit and Bixby. So, and yes, you can order the pattern from Keepsakes. We would have to probably order it in, because I don't think we have it in stock, but, yeah. And the reason that I only have this much done is because these letters, I don't know if you can tell, but they are super, super time-consuming. I mean, there's worse letters out there, let's be clear. However, they're 2 colors, so the top half is purple and the bottom half is black. So, yeah. So this got 2 whole days of love. Oh, yeah, we're closed today, sorry. But put it on a post-it and call tomorrow. And I like the look of the lettering is awesome. So I do like how it ends up looking, that's for sure. And it's all DMC, so that's pretty awesome. Love that. Okay. All right. Melissa, look up now. All right. In this really lovely Christmas postcard bag that was made by Vicky Stitch and Button. In this bag. So this is a project that was originally, I started this in Stitch Mania in, do we have London Fog in the shop? I don't know. We might, but I'm not sure, to be completely honest with you. But Barbara would be able to tell you. So I started this Mania 2018. It was one of the largest projects I'd ever started, ever. I'm crazy. And so then I worked on it one day, then I worked on it for a second day in Mania of 2019, and I absolutely love this project, and I want to stitch it. I think it's freaking adorable, all the things. However, it bums me out when I pull it out now. Because it was a Mania project, and so I was only pulling it out for like the one day, and I know it's just like a matter of just like working, like just work on it more, and then you and then shut your mouth, but that's just not the case. Like, it just overwhelms me, and it makes me sad that it's been a whip for this long, and crosses should not make you sad. So I made the executive decision, and this is one of 2 projects I did this on. I made the executive decision to take this off of my Mania list. Like, when I would be making my Stitch Mania plans, and I would see it, and I would just go, oh, dang it. And so, I don't want to have that feeling anymore, because I love this project, and I want to finish it and do all the things. So, the first project I'm talking about is Reindeer Games by Glendon Place. So, it is all, 9 reindeer: Blitzen, Comet, Cupid, Dancer, Rudolph, Dasher, Donner, Prancer, Vixen, and they are all, like, doing this really fun pose. And I just think it's super cute. I haven't seen a lot of people stitch it. I love that. So, I think this is amazing. And let's see if I have my fabric tag. So I started in the center. Anyone that stitched a Glendon Place chart knows. Threads. Granite. There it is. Okay, the fabric tag. They're not small, like, they're not, they're a lot. So, I'm gonna show, obviously not the chart, but, like, this is, are we serious? Are we serious? Are we serious? And then that is the thread list, which I know it's not really that long of a list, but it's still just like a lot. This is by Glendon Place, and it's called Reindeer Games. I mean, this is a book. It's a book. And there's, like, a lot of instructions, and I was just super overwhelmed. Anyway, all that to say, it's a major, major BAP. It is, for sure. I would definitely call this a BAP, absolutely. Just in, look at that. Like, that's a lot. Stop sipping. Okay, so this is stitched. Yeah. Okay, this is stitched on 32 count Murano, which is an even weave. Hold on, squirrel, really quickly. The 40 count even weave, I looked into it yesterday. And all that I could find that was available from any fabric distributors that Keepsakes purchases fabric from is white. So, I mean, but you could buy it and dye it yourself. So, I'm not sure. I'd have to look into seeing if any of our, like, I don't think Pictures Plus makes it, but, like, Leslie on the Sea or anybody else. Okay, Jesse Marie, I'm looking for a stitch count for you. And it's called for to be done on 32 count. Alright. Oh, and yes, I most definitely make working copies. Absolutely. Okay, so, wow, actually my eye. Hold on. So there's two options for stitching the chart. So you can either stitch it, you can stitch it like that, or you can do a bell pull, where you do 2 reindeers down. What is, really? Okay. Okay. And so both of those options, like one side of the chart has the bell pull option, the other side has the way that I'm doing it. I'm doing it all as one big, I'm not doing a bell pull. So, anywho's. So the picture / mural, stitched on 32 count linen in natural brown by Whitechelt, and the stitch count is 156 by 322. And if you do it as a bell pull, and the bell pull is just one reindeer going all the way down, not 2. But the bell pull is, they stitched it on 27 count penny natural stitching band. And the stitch count for the bell pull is 48 by 678. There you go. Yes, the reindeer would... I know it's not bad, Melissa. Leave me alone. Yes, the reindeer would be really cute as individual ornaments. But can you believe how proud of myself I'm going to be when this is all done? And yeah, like I said, I do make working copies. Okay. Yeah, it's just a weekend project. Like, I'll just, like, whip this up real quick. Just, like, give me an hour, I'll be done, it's fine. So, I'm stitching mine on 32 count Murano, which is an even weave. It's not Joblin, it's not Lugana, it's a totally different brand of even weave. And it is called, the color is called Quijone, and by Chromatic Alchemy. And I have to keep the... No, I don't. Okay, let me take my needle minder off. Like, the fabric is wonderful, all the things. It's just a very... Like, this piece of fabric is not that large. Like, it's really not. And that is what I have done. There's like 600 shades of browns in there. I mean, my stitches look really good. I'm not mad about it. It's adorable. And some of the... I know, it's so cute. And there's a lot of... So... Melissa, Cupcake Stitcher, she is also stitching this chart, and she, I don't, like, want to take credit where credit is due, but did you see it from me? I think you might have. I'm not sure. Anyway, and she's a big Kreinik fan. I'm not a big Kreinik fan. I just don't like working with it. It makes me mad. And so this is the fabric color. It's like a blue-gray. It's really pretty. And she is probably going to do all the Kreinik as called for. I, however, am not. So Rudolph's nose, I'm pretty confident I'm remembering this correctly. Melissa, correct me if I'm wrong. But Rudolph's nose is called for to be done in like a red Kreinik. And I was like, no, let's do it in red. Yeah, it is red Kreinik. Because I can tell in the... Or, no, it was a bead. And I was like, no, I'm good. Oh, so Melissa says, I may have seen it before, but you starting it got me to buy it. Yes. So like, I'm kind of taking some liberties with, some of that kind of stuff. Do I have a favorite Christmas pattern? I only recently returned to stitching and want to get a few Christmas for July. There is so much out there that is really hard to say. Like, there's such an incredible range of Christmas charts out there in the world. One of my... Wow, that's really hard. I'm looking through my whips to see. Wow, I don't know. I mean... It really kind of depends on, like, what your aesthetic is. I really like... one of my favorite Christmas stitches that I ever did was the ABCs of Christmas by Lizzie Kate. I loved that. And yes, the cardinal from Blackbird Designs is beautiful. There's just so many, and I'm really bad at remembering what the names of all of them are. So yeah. And Melissa said, I thought the nose was DMC. It was either DMC or a big red bead or something. Like, from... First of all, look at my needle minder. Hello. If you look at... It's a little bead. And you could either do DMC or the bead. I also like... There's a ton of really beautiful Blackbird Christmas ones out there. There's a ton of really cute Madame Chantilly Christmas ones out there. I also love Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. That's a beaut. There's so many. And I have another one that is a whip that is a Christmas project. So, I need to put the photo back. Where did I put it? Wow. It's fine. I'm good. Pull it together, Steph. Pull it together. Okay. So, in this lovely walrus, love this one. And even that Charles Dickens one that I just finished, I love that chart too. Ebenezer's Blessing, love it. What is the old pattern? Is a Santa, maybe Woodland Santa? There's one that Pam's doing, it's called Christmas Patches, is that what it's called? Christmas Patches. Yeah. That's what Roseanne's talking about. Her favorite is Patches. I finished them in 2019. Okay. In this super cute bag. And also, yes, stitch time, 100%. You cannot go wrong with any Christmas chart by Prairie Schooler. Like, Christmas Village, oh my god, one of my favorite ones to hang up at Christmas. Also, 12 Days of Christmas by Prairie Schooler. Amazing. just came up with an idea for a live. Okay. I know. That's why I brought my pen today, Linda. And this is fabric that I'm pretty sure that I sent to Vicky at Stitch and Button, and she made me this really cute bag, which was very, very nice of her. Thank you so much. Love it. And I don't know what the fabric is for this. Here it is, because I wrote it down because I'm smart. Okay. This is called, the chart. Stephanie, start with the chart. This is Cricut Collections December. And those of you that probably know, December is my birthday month. And one of my favorite stitches that I've ever done was February by the Cricut Collection. I had an absolute blast stitching that. I really felt like my stitches looked good. Like that was probably the project that I stitched and I was like, okay, I'm really into this. And I was like really, really proud of that. So, and then I was like, well, now I gotta stitch all the months. So, December was next because it's my birthday month. And I'm stitching mine on 32 count Gayleen, which was a fabric of the month from Under the Sea Fabrics. And this was my StitchCon start. Now, don't judge me. This is also one where, so one of my favorite things about the February stitch was I just liked I loved all the motifs on it, and I just felt like it was like classic. Like it was just, I don't know. There's like an aesthetic that came from it that I was like all about it, and I just loved it. And no shade on Cricut Collection. No shade at all. However, I don't know if you can tell, but the letters in this are variegated. The floss. So that is a call for is silken color called Green Leaves. And I hated stitching with it. I know that people are like, oh my god, I love silk. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. And it's my personal opinion. Just didn't like it. So, again, just me. So, I also felt like there was just so much going on with this chart because this is a very long month. Like from a letters perspective, it's longer than May, right? And there's a lot of motifs and a lot of different things happening. And my eye did not, just in looking at the cover of this chart, right here, my eye just, doesn't know where to go, whether it's to the letters or to the motifs. It's overload. So, I decided to make the executive decision to change the letter color to DMC. And I am using DMC 502, I think. This is my floss pouch. Look how cute this is. It's made by Jan. I think, yes, 502. DMC 502. And so that is what I'm doing the letters in. And the letters on February are done in DMC, and that's what I really loved about it. And so, this was my StitchCon start in 2018. Because I was a fool and thought, I'll get some stitching time in at StitchCon. Hilarious. And so that is what I have done. Now, this is also another one, Melissa, don't be mad, that, oh, sorry. Okay, so part of the problem I have with my London Place is it's stitched in dinky dyes, and I'm not enjoying that. I'm sorry that you're not enjoying it. One option is for, someone at Keepsakes, probably Susan would be the best one to do it. Would be happy to convert it to cotton if you're interested in that. And yes, dinky dyes are a brand of silk. Yes. So, no, Kreinik is not a silk. Kreinik, I mean, there might be brands of Kreinik that are silk, or not brands of it, but lines of Kreinik, but it's mostly a metallic floss. Oh, yeah, but you bought them all. So Darla, you could try and sell the silk pack on like Stash Unload or something. I mean, it's just an idea. Or post on your social media about, like, hey, I have these silks, I hate them, anybody want to buy them? Just an idea. So there's a lot of metallics that are called for in this as well. Like, for some weird reason, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Kreiniks, and like white, chartreuse, red, gold, and aqua. And I'm like, that's unnecessary. So Cricut Collection is fantastic about giving you DMC conversions for all the fancy stuff. So this is just done in the DMC. Because I don't want it to be fancy. I mean, I don't want it to be fancy, I want it to look really nice. But, like, I don't need it to sparkle and shine and walk and talk. I don't need it to do all that. I just want it to be classy and pretty. And this fabric is a really beautiful, like, green blue. I'm having a hard time showing. But yeah. It's a beaut. And I really love it, and I'd like to get back to it. Obviously, I have a long way to go. Hashtag obviously, duh. So, but it's a really fun project. So, okay, y'all, I have 2 whips left. Those Cricut, okay, I know sparkle is classy, Melissa, okay, but I'm just saying, I just like it to be all one thing. Those Cricut Collection monthlies are all over the place. Some have silks and Kreiniks galore and buttons. Some are just straight DMC. I know! Amen! Like, February was like, no buttons, no Kreinik, no silk, nothing. Just straight DMC. And I was like, ah! And then I pull out this, and it's like, hey, buy one of everything from every thread maker ever. Go away. Ridiculous. I mean, am I going to sit it? Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. However, and yes, I know that Dorothy has sparkly shoes, and that is fine. And on my Dorothy's Discovery chart, I will 100% be giving her Rainbow Gallery. But that is because those are the ruby slippers. They're supposed to sparkle. An aqua star is not supposed to sparkle. In my humble opinion. I mean, do you, boo-boo? If you like everything sparkling like Melissa, then do it! January straight DMC, May calls for 4 silk. That's annoying. That's really annoying. The next one I'm going to do after December, because I'm so close to being done with December, is, well, now I might do January, if it's all DMC. I really like September because there's a fox on the S. So, people, we're getting there. Okay, so it is now 3 o'clock. Can you believe it? Thank you all so much for hanging out today. This hour always seems to go by so quickly. I will be back tomorrow. If you missed any of this live this hour, do not fret. It will be uploaded to the YouTube here within the half hour. Where did I get my t-shirt? I got it on Etsy. Just search Stitcher's Gonna Stitch t-shirt on Etsy. So yeah, if you missed anything, you can catch it on the YouTube. I had a lot of fun today. We will get through all the rest of my whips. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things from Pam to show you all. And then I'm going to dive into some of your really great ideas. So have a great rest of your Thursday. Get some stitching in. It is Stitch Mania Eve. So, what happened to the 2-hour stay at home? How do I put this without sound? How do I say this without sounding like a total jerk? It's just a lot to do. And I was finding like I wasn't being able to stitch myself, or like being able to like do the things that I wanted to do while I was staying at home. And so it was just best for my mental health and world to do 1 hour a day as opposed to, it's a lot. So, and I so much appreciate you guys understanding that. So, I think I would get burned out of doing it if I did that. So, so happy Mania Eve. I will see you all tomorrow. Do I have a hair on my glasses? Yep, totally do. How long has that been there, Steph? Awesome. Wow. Okay. Have a fantastic rest of your day, you guys. I will see you tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, and it'll be a fun one. Okay. Bye, everyone.